Jesus likened our salvation and entry into the kingdom of heaven to being invited to and participating in a wedding banquet. Why did he liken it to a wedding banquet? Jesus spoke to them again in parables, saying, "The kingdom of heaven is like a king who prepared a wedding banquet for his son. So go to the street corners and invite to the banquet anyone you find." The wedding hall was filled with guests. The essential elements of the wedding banquet are the bridegroom, the bride, and the guests. The king's son in the parable represents the first coming Jesus who came as the Son of God. And the invited guests represent the saints who receive Jesus and proceed to the kingdom of heaven. However, the bride, who is the main character of the wedding banquet, is nowhere to be seen. This is because the time for the bride to appear had not yet come at his first coming. The Bible prophesies that the bride would appear in the last days at his second coming. For the wedding of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. Blessed are those who are invited to the wedding supper of the Lamb. The Lamb, who is the bridegroom, and the wife of the Lamb now appear at the wedding banquet. And there are guests who have been invited to the wedding banquet. In the heavenly wedding banquet, there is the bridegroom and guests, as well as the bride. Jesus let us know 2,000 years ago that there is also the bride at the heavenly wedding banquet. And he likened our salvation and entry into the kingdom of heaven to participating in the heavenly wedding banquet. Then who is the Lamb, the bridegroom, in the prophecy of Revelation 19? The Lamb is Jesus. However, the Lamb who appears with the bride represents the second coming Jesus who appears in the last days. And the guests who are invited are the saints who will receive the blessing of eternal life. Then, who is the bride, the wife of the Lamb, who appears at his second coming? Come, I will show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb. And he showed me the holy city, Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. Heavenly Jerusalem symbolizes the bride, the wife of the Lamb. Who does the heavenly Jerusalem represent in the Bible? The heavenly Jerusalem is our mother. The prophecy in Revelation that the bride of the Lamb will appear signifies that God the Mother, who is in heaven, will appear on this earth. In other words, in the last days, second coming Jesus, God the Father, and God the Mother will appear and invite the saints to the heavenly wedding banquet. Therefore, in the last days, we must accept not only God the Father, but also God the Mother. Only then can we receive the blessing of entering the kingdom of heaven as guests at the wedding banquet. I hope you receive God the Mother and enjoy joy and happiness in the eternal kingdom of heaven.